Hello everybody, this is BLX756. I just wanted to make a list of my top 10 favorite Skylanders of each element. So I'm going to go from order to least to greatest, not just for the elements, but for like how they actually rank in my favorites list, not just in their elements list. So number 10 happens to be Shroom Boom. I don't know, when I got Skylanders Giants, I saw him at the store. And at first I was like, okay, guy looks stupid. He's got like ridiculous stuff. Mushroom with a slingshot, hallelujah. But I don't know. I got him for Christmas, and he turned out to be really good. I was actually shocked at how good he was, and I actually beat quite a few people in battling with him. So yeah, like Mushroom. Okay, number 9 actually is a swapper. My first ever swapper that I ever got, because we split the starter pack in my family, is Enchanted Hoot Loop. I know my first one is a rare variant, haha, but I always liked Hoot Loop from the minute I saw him. I've always liked owls, and I've always liked magic. Like any sort of energy blasts or beams and teleporting. I've always seemed to like those abilities, and he's got every single one of those, so I really enjoy him. He's a very good Skylander. He does a lot of damage. I did not upgrade the teleporting. Well, on the bottom half I upgraded the teleporting where he can teleport forward and back. And on the other one I upgraded the Dream Beam, which is really good. So, yeah. Now, number 8 is, he's got a story behind him. Eyebrow, my favorite undead Skylander. My Aunt Bajak, I just call her Aunt B because her name is a little confusing. She got me this guy, and I happen to be very close with her, so yeah, but I had actually asked for him because I thought he was really cool. I like lumbering golem type of things, and giants were like totally my thing. I loved giants, and I loved how he had those big fists, and then he could switch to a range attack in a minute. So he was very versatile, and I really liked that about him. He happens to be, like, to this day, one of the guys that I mainly use. Unfortunately, my Swap Force CD broke, and I can't find my Giants, so I have to play Spyro's Adventure. But I used to play him a lot. Now then, my next guy is another swapper. I think there's going to be a bit of a trend here. He is, put those out of the way, he's Freeze Blade, which, you know, I always thought that he was cool when I first saw him too. So, yeah, I was really, really into Freeze Blade when I first saw him, because I like ice, and, you know, that's like his whole entire power, and like I said, I like beams and magic energy, and he's got the ice beam thing, which kind of reminded me of Pokemon. Yeah, I actually got this guy, like, over spring break, so he wasn't fully upgraded when my Swap Force broke, but if I ever get Trap Team, which is the new game that's coming out, I really am looking forward to trying to fully upgrade him before I do anything else. Now, my next guy is another guy from Swap Force. He's not a swapper, he's one of the new characters. It's my Earth. Scorp. My zodiac sign is a Scorpio. I was born in November, and he is like just total scorpion, like the best that I've ever seen of any scorpion-based character in any game. I kind of like mid-range characters, like melee to mid-range characters are more of my favorites. And he's just that. So I like his tail. I upgraded his poison tail because I like the poison ability that goes along with it. That's really cool. I like to slowly wear down my enemies, and he just does that. And my next guy is another swapper. He is Spyrise. When I first saw him, I was like, okay, this guy's kind of stupid. But after a while, like, my cousin got the book for it, the walkthrough book, and I saw his attacks, and I realized that he was actually pretty cool. His attacks are amazing, and he's got like good getaway skills, so that he doesn't get hurt very often, which I am really into. And yeah, Skylanders. Now, my second favorite guy is Wildfire. Now, I know that he's not out yet, and I know that he's not going to be released for a while because Trap Team doesn't come out till like October. But when I first saw him, I've always liked big cats and lions and creatures like that, like wild animals. And he fit really good into that. And I've never really particularly liked the fire element for like any of the games, but he really stuck out to me. Like, he was amazing. So, yeah, my number one favorite Skylander, and this might shock you guys because you don't really see this on the top 10 lists a lot. The first Skylander that I ever got really into, and the first one that I ever got fully upgraded, Sonic Boom. Now, you see, I wasn't into Skylanders when it first came out. I thought the game was cute, but that was about it. But when I went over to my cousins one day, they said that they got it, and they showed me it. Now, they had about 15 or 16 characters. She was one of them, and they each had their favorite. So I was trying to find one that I got really into. Now, you know, not that I really necessarily needed a favorite, but I thought it'd be nice to have one. Something that I could focus on upgrading, basically. Saw a lot of guys. Voodoo was cool, but not really my type. Wrecking Ball, no. Ghost Roaster, but she, when I first found her, was amazing. I upgraded her eggs, which I really recommend, even though the book says to upgrade her roar. Her roar does decent damage, but her eggs will do 40 damage, and you can throw 4 at a time. And then they will turn into the babies, and once you get resonant frequency, which is that roar upgrade where you can roar at the babies and they'll roar back, they do more damage, and you'll have 4 at a time, and they spawn fully grown. They're really good, one of the best Skylanders in the game. I use her even today. I didn't get the Series 2 because I thought that the Super Baby, because I bought the book, I thought that the Super Baby Wow Pow was cool, but I know I'd never really use it. It takes too long to charge, and it doesn't do enough damage for it to be worth it. Unlike Hex, which, you know, her Skull Buddy does 200 damage, which is a lot. Second most damaging power in the game. Probably the best power in the game because it attacks rapid fire, unlike Bash's thing, which does 240. Kind of getting off on a tangent here, but yeah. So yeah, like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed. And goodbye.